My name is Gorlov. I am an elf lord from the 8th dimension. I have been stranded in the sands of Trimark, searching for gold and slaves. Along my journey I encountered a water temptress, who sparked a yearning in my heart, through the blasphemy of her blue bosom. This is my story. Greetings. I am Gorlov. Who are you?
I am Shimara, and I wish to help you on your quest.
That is impossible. I have been walking through this desert for 20 days, and I have sand in my dick. It burns.
I can wash away your sand. Gentle charmer, I am curious as to your journey. I have been yearning for company, as I stand in the hot sun, undesired by any true suitor. My heart is an open book, waiting to be opened by a reader divine.
I am an imperial elf lord. I have ventured to the sands of Trimark in search of gold and slaves. My elf tribe was wiped out by a tornado, and I am in search of companionship as well, as I brave this ocean of fine grains.
Alas, do not feel inadequate in such times of struggle. For you and I shall venture together, hand in hand, braving this cruel desert, in search of your purpose. I wish to aid you, pour love, and cleanse your inflamed genitals, with the refreshing liquid from my hands.
When I was a young boy, I caught a rabbit. My elf father cut its head off, and he forced me to eat its raw body. While its heart beat, I also ate the anal flesh of a cave bear, but I survived.
You are a heroic creature. Young Gorlov, treat me to more stories of your success.
After finding Shimara, my heart desired her blue-colored skin, her blue-colored hair, her gaping mouth on my elf bosom, in the sweat of the hot sun. All the while, hoping that she too, desired an elf lord to hold her bosom, and thrust into her blue abdomen, with the physical love from my elfly loins. Sadly, I passed out, and found myself in combat with an unsavory barbarian king, who behooved me to retreat, but an elf lord never retreats. Who are you, pale creature of snow?
I am Ogar, Ogar the barbarian king, king of all barbarians. These are my lands. You are on my lands. You are not welcome on my lands. Please leave my lands, before I murder you on my lands, and return to standing alone on my lands.
These are not your lands. I am an imperial elf lord, and I demand that you allow me to stay here, on these dreaded lands. I have made love to wolves, and I have watched barbarians tame wolves. I believe there is a respect between us, but you must trust the way of the wolf, Ogar, the barbarian king.
I do not like wolves. I do not like elves who make love to wolves. You are a wolf lover. I prefer barbarian whores, whores grown from the seeds of strong barbarian men. My mind is made up. It would behoove you to leave my lands.
Your face reminds me of the ass of a snow wolf, warm, white, thick, and musty. As an imperial elf, I refuse to leave these lands, and I will murder you.
You have disgraced the honor of a true barbarian king. I curse you with severe stomach pains, and I hope your balls are eaten by giant spider moths. Begone, you creature of foul taste.
I refuse to move away from these unforgiving, snowy lands. I shall stand here, waiting for your approval, until I receive it. I will not vacate these lands, barbarian king. After many days, I eventually came to an agreement with Ogar. I promised him that I would find him a lovely barbarian whore, who would bless him with his own barbarian seedling. I returned to the desert of Trimark, and found a barbarian girl, named Basara.
Who are you, hairless dominator of the sands?
I am Gorlov, an imperial elf king. Who are you?
I am Lazara, a convenient barbarian whore. I have been scouting the sands of Trimark, in search of barbarian men, who are in search of barbarian whores, like me. But I have yet to find one.
I'm not sure if I can help you, on your quest. I am in search of slaves and gold, and my heart has been trapped by a water temptress, who eludes my elf arms. Are you in need of water?
I am quite thirsty, Gorlov. I have not sipped fresh water for many hours, and the sun is unforgiving.
I agree. Sadly, I do not have water. A water temptress gave me water, but used it on my genitals, because I had sand grains in the skin grooves of my elf dick. It was very painful.
I would be grateful if you could spare me any water for your elf genitals in this dreaded heat.
Lysara, that is not possible, but I know a barbarian, who has water. He lives in snow, in a place far away from here. I could take you there. He is a king, and I believe he likes water. He might even drink it.
Would he exchange water for sexual intimacy?
I doubt it, but I am not sure. I will have to introduce you.
You have been very helpful. Thank you, Dorlov.
Thank you for the water, Lysara.
Can Gorlov be our friend? He found me in the vast desert of Trimark, and saved me from my ways. Bless him, Ogar, for he is an imperial elf king.
I will reward him kindly by not ripping his arms off, and eating his hands. I will welcome him, as a proud ally, of the barbarian race. Even if he is only an elf.
Gracious blessings, I cannot thank you enough for your kindness, Ogar.
Let us journey into the sand dunes, and battle demonic beings, who wish us death. We shall never stop fighting, until all barbarians may fight alongside loyal barbarian whore women.
I was allowed to walk on snowy barbarian lands once again, and Ogar and Lysara ventured into the sand dunes, and encountered an angry demonic creature, named Drek, who was cursed by a witch doctor, who molested him as a baby giraffe, and turned him into a demon. But that tale is for another day, because it happened when I met Shamara, and I didn't know it had happened yet, so it is much less confusing, if we hold off on venturing into that story, until a later occasion, which is precisely why I have decided not to tell it to you left. Alas, I still long for slaves and gold, and the tender touch of my beloved, water temptress, Shamara, but for now, farewell the humble listener. Perhaps we will one day meet again as Fable friends.